So I think one of the most versatile Google tools is Google Slides. And I'm going to show you an activity now where we find a template for a type of activity, and then we'll make a copy of that for each student. So again, when we are in Google Classroom, there's our stream. We go to the Classwork tab. I'm going to create an assignment. First thing I like to do is make sure that I put it in the right topic, and this will be a Google Slides, make a copy for each student. And so the students will complete the Instagram template. So what I will add in for my students, I'll go to add Google Drive, and then the activity that I want them to do is this activity here, an Instagram template. I'll add that in for them. And now I'm going to make it so that each student has their own copy of this. So I'm going to go ahead and assign this out to students. And then I really like to do activities like that where I have something that I've created that students add to that. And the reason I like to do that is because if I open this up, again, I'm in the teacher view of things. If I click view assignment, now obviously none of these students are in my classroom right now, but it's kind of like they have it in the turn-in box without having to do anything to it. So I can go in and see, kind of take a peek at each student's individual work and what they're doing. So I can see them in this real time. For this particular post, let's just pretend it's a math assignment. They're going to write an Instagram post explaining how to work this problem and how to correct it. Include pictures and or videos of your math. It could take more than one post. Be sure to explain your math. Of course, as with anything in education, we want students to be able to explain their learning, to that metacognition, think about what they're thinking. And then, of course, we encourage them to use hashtags, emojis, special characters. So this is one particular type of Google Slides activity. I do want to point out the site that Dr. Clark sent out last week, Ditch That Textbook. It's a gentleman by the name of Matt Miller. He has several templates on here that you can use. Simple things from Venn diagrams, cause and effect charts, Frayer models if you're looking at some vocabulary types of activities. And then he also has some timeline things, all sorts of things in there that's free that you could already use. You don't have to recreate that wheel. So again, this is kind of what it looks like for students. They would open the activity, complete it, and then once they've done that, they turn it in. Let me just remind you of what that looks like in the student side of things. Again, I'm a student in this classroom. So I go to my activity here. I'll view the assignment, open it up if I need to, do any editing to it. And then when I have decided that I have completed the activity, I turn it in. And then remember also that our students can, if they decide, they want to work on something else, they can unsubmit their work and then work on it again. Once they click turn in, it's kind of a view only document for them. So for them to be able to edit the assignment again, they click unsubmit. Again, this is all the student side of things for a moment. And for you as the teacher, again, the reason I like to kind of create the template for something that students work in is because I kind of always have a control of it. I can always see what they're working on and what they're doing without them having to, upload something back into Google Classroom. All right. So, let's say I have seen the students' work. I can go in and grade their work here, return it to them, and click the return button. So that's a little bit about how to do a make a copy type of activity for all your students. And again, I really like to use Google Docs, Google Slides, those Google native applications, because it doesn't matter what type of device students are working on, they should be able to access everything.